Welcome back, it's your boy NSD Undead. We are here to look over the fusion, and we'll look at the fusion plan, plus we'll go over the kit and see what she's good for, and if you guys should go for her or not. So she is a Barbarian, Force Champion. Esme, the Dancer, looks pretty good overall. I mean, nothing super crazy, but Raid knows how to do their skins for sure. Starting with the aura, 19% speed in all battles. It's a good aura. A1, attack one enemy, places increased attack on all allies. That's kind of cool because it just gives you extra buffs for your damage dealers. I don't know if you could fully just rely on just this being in there, but it's good to have to help keep it up probably majority of the time. A2 is a weaken and block buffs AoE. It's a pretty big move. Really good for Hydra. And decreases turn meter, which wouldn't work in Hydra. But overall, still a really good move. Weaken and block buffs is a really good combo together. AoE on a 3-turn cooldown. I could see that being super useful in Hydra if you don't have a lot of block buff options. I would say it's really strong. Increase accuracy and increase speed buff on all allies as well. And then removing all buffs from all enemies. So that's actually a really good skill too, actually, because that will require your team to have a lot less accuracy because you get the buff. Increased speed is always good, and then removing all buffs is actually really good too. Steals if he's on the team, but even just removing would be really nice in Hydra if they start getting buffs that reflect damage and stuff. That'd be pretty good, which that's on a 4-turn cooldown, so keep that in mind. That hurts it a little bit, but still an overall really strong skill. And then just has a passive that randomly changing the attacker's critical hits into normal, weak, or strong. Just a little bit of extra damage reduction there. But you can't really fully count on it all the time either, but it'll help her stay a little tankier. And then also an active on a 1-turn cooldown. Whenever this champion's hit, increases the turn meter of the ally with the highest attack. I think that could be kind of strong because she's going to be taking plenty of turns in Hydra. She's pretty fast at 113 speed base. And then you're just going to keep giving your damage dealer a bunch of turns. So I think overall it's a really strong Hydra kit. And especially if you need more block buffs, definitely pick her up. But I think she just might be, with it, I'd have to see how this works in a Hydra team pretty well. But overall, I think she has a pretty good kit. So let's see, is the fusion calendar in game? Wrong one. News. Details. Okay, let me put this up on screen for us. So this is her calendar. It's kind of small here. Let's see if I could. There we go. So we're already doing this video on the 11th, so we're a day in already, and it won't be released until the 12th. So we'll be here. So make sure you finish up your spider, get some champion training in, and that will go along with his dungeon diver. We got a fire knight that goes in. He'll be going in tomorrow from this video. And we have a gear enhancement starting today once this video goes live. So that all lines up pretty well. Just make sure you're farming those things. Then we got a hero's path. Be careful with this one because we don't know what it's going to be. I'm guessing summon rush and dungeon divers. Because it ends with this dungeon diver, but we'll see. I guarantee it's going to be a summon rush, though. because there's only a champion chase. There is no summon rush. So it's going to have shards involved, so make sure you're ready for that. Classic Arena, just be active in Arena. Dragon, Champion Training 2, and another gear enhancement. That will go along the hero's path, so if it is Dungeon Divers, you could do it there. If not, just get it done when you can. Ice Golem at the end here, the Champion Chase, Classic Arena 2, and then another gear enhancement. It looks pretty straightforward. The hero's path is the only question mark here. Outside of that, everything else looks pretty average. You can get a total of 125 points, but as you see, 10 of it's in leaderboard, so you could only miss 15 points. So keep that in mind. You'll not be able to skip hero's path completely. So be careful with that. But you do have a 15 wiggle room, so if you wanted to skip, you could actually skip the Champion Chase tournament. That's 15 on the dot. So if you wanted to skip a Champion Chase, you could, and just go hard in the hero's path. It's good to know. Keep that in mind. If you don't have enough for the Champion Chase, throw everything you have into the hero's path, and you should be good to go. And you just have to make sure you do everything else. So, yeah, because 10, 20, 25, 30, 55, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you can skip the Champion Chase entirely. So if you wanted to, front load, complete the hero's path. And if you are out of shards, skip the Champion Chase. If you have easy ways to completing Champion Chase, pulling fragments or fusing whatever else or this or that, go ahead and I would suggest probably skipping Dungeon Divers and maybe gear enhancements. You won't be able to skip all of them though, so just pick and choose, but be careful with that. Now, conclusion on the champion. If you don't have a lot of block buff champions, it's worth getting, right? So definitely go for her if your account is lacking block buff champions. I'm not sure if I will get her. I'm actually contemplating it because I do like the kit. But also, I mean, my account has a lot of really strong block buff champions that do the job for me. So, would she make a huge impact on my account? Probably not, but I also like just having them because you never know if they are going to become useful. But I also get the sentiment of getting burnt out in this game because there's always something going on. So keep that in mind. Is it worth it? I think she is worth it. I think she is strong, specifically for Hydra, but probably could be useful in normal wave-based stuff as well. But yeah, I mean, you guys let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Bye.